Hello Cancer, happy Saturday. Welcome to your Daily Focus Tarot. We have Justice, Temperance in reverse, the Hanged Cat, the World, the Queen of Swords, and the Wheel of Fortune in reverse. So you are trying to balance out your thinking and your actions, but you're also resisting it. You're resisting this healing, you're resisting this change. You could be going to one extreme or the other, back and forth, practicing black and white thinking. You could be too rigid in your thinking. With Justice and Temperance in the reverse, it could be like not finding the middle ground between being too perfectionistic versus too easygoing. There is a middle ground. So if you're going to extremes or going to excess and being rigid in your thinking, being one side or the other, this is causing fragmentation. You want to look at cleansing your emotions to get yourself back into balance. You want to re-examine your priorities, the priorities that are not, they're out of whack. That perfectionism, is it really worth it? Or that being too lax in regards to the way that you're thinking on a situation, too accepting. How is that affecting the situation? You're needing to get this new perspective in order to end this cycle. You're really needing to look at things from a different angle, to look at how you can get yourself back into balance. We've got the Queen of Swords, and that says, it's talking about sometimes setting boundaries, cutting people out in order to not only find the possibilities, but in order to make the possibilities reachable, to make them a reality. So you're really needing to look at this structure that's going to help you find and integrate this knowledge, that's going to help you make this decision, that's going to help you move forwards. There are possibilities. Don't just sit there being like, oh, woe is me. There are possibilities for this situation, but you need to look at them and you need to bring them forwards. Now, with this Wheel of Fortune in the reverse, this can talk about resisting change. It can talk about simply resisting because you're afraid of the change. You're afraid of a new beginning, a new start. And the world sometimes talks about that stagnation also. If you keep resisting this change, it could lead to chaos. So you really need to let go and break this cycle. You need to look at, is this worth keeping in my life? Is this situation worth holding on to? If you're looking at a point of view where you're being a little too perfectionist, is it worth holding on to that point of view in order to, is it going to cost you a friendship? Is it going to cost you a job? Is it worth really sticking with that point of view? So this change that you're resisting, when you're needing to look at the possibilities and you're needing to get the new perspective, the change is actually all about healing. It's all about balance. It's all about accomplishment. So you don't want to keep fighting this change. You want to actually bring it about because it would be for your own good. I mean, that's just one example. Another example would be being too set in your ways. to set in habits that are maybe not addictions, but they're not very healthy for you, eating habits, and needing to get a new perspective in order to cut out the bad stuff for you, the bad food, and how you're going to go about it and why you're going to go about it. And you're going to go about it because you want to accomplish health. You want to accomplish this change, but you're afraid of, like, well, I don't know how to eat healthy. I don't know how to cook this, or I don't know how to fix it in a meal, or what to do with this thing, or how it's going to affect my body. I know that, I eat this food and it makes me feel like crud, but it's still, I know it. Whereas this other thing, I have no idea what it's going to do. It could make me feel like even worse crud. And so you're avoiding that change with that Wheel of Fortune in the reverse. But either way, you need to get that new perspective, and you need to get yourself back into balance to have the healing. Otherwise, you're just going to stay stuck where you are. Unfortunately, the hang cat, you can stay stuck where you are for a while. Trying to get this new perspective, especially if you're avoiding change with that wheel in the reverse. So don't avoid the change. I mean, those are just two off the cuff examples. But whatever it is you need to get a new perspective on that's out of balance in your life, you need to make the change once you get the new perspective. Have a great Saturday. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.